Hi friends, in this video I'm gonna make a reprogrammable universal timer using Arduino Nano. This timer we gonna make on the Wokwi online simulator. This timer can be used in 3 different modes, which are on delay timer mode, off delay timer mode, and cyclic timer mode. This timer can be used for multiple applications, and it is very easy to rebuild this timer project. So without further delay, let's start this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon, so you can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. To make the simulation, open any browser. Here I'm using Brave browser, but you can use any browser you want. As we make the simulation on Wokwi simulator, so search for wokwi.com. Click on the first link, which is the official site of this simulator. You can make simulator on so many boards which are available on this site. But we make this project on Arduino Nano. To get the Arduino Nano, scroll down and select the Arduino Nano. Here, we see the 2 different sections, which are coding section and circuit design section. Firstly, we design the circuit and then going to the coding part. Arduino is the main component of this project. It is actually the brain of the project. To make the full screen 4 circuit design, press Alt plus Enter. And, to rotate the component, press R on keyboard. Now, add the required components on the workplace. To add the components, click on plus icon. Here we required one 16 by 2 LCD display with I2C module. Click on that and drag where you want. Then we want 3 push buttons. Get the push buttons on workplace. You will get the 3 push buttons one by one, or you can simply duplicate the component. I'm here duplicate the push buttons. To duplicate this, press D on keyboard. And make 3 push buttons. 3 push buttons are used to select the timer mode and set the delay time. After that we need a relay module. A relay is used to turn on and off a device for a certain delay time. Then, we need one LED to show the timer process. This LED will be duplicated and will be used as a load for relay in the Wokwi simulator. I am doing this because there is no other load that is available in the simulator. Now let's make some connections now, let's do that. You can directly connect VCC and ground to the Arduino board. You can also add external VCC and ground from components. Here I am connecting VCC and ground from components. Connect VCC to VCC as well as ground with ground to the display. Then, connect the SDA pin to the A4 pin of the Arduino, and the SCL pin to the A5 pin of the Arduino. To modify the color of the wires, simply press any of the numeric keys, from 1 to 9 on your keyboard. Each key corresponds to a specific color. In this step, we'll make a connection between the ground and the push button. To do this, we have to connect all of the push button terminals together. Once it is complete, we can connect the ground to these terminals. To connect the push buttons to the Arduino, start by connecting the first push button to the D3 pin on the Arduino board. Connect the second push button to the Arduino board's D4 pin. Then, attach the third push button to the Arduino board's D5 pin. Then, connect the timer LED to the Arduino D13 pin. After that, we need to connect the relay module. I'm using a 5 volts relay module for this. You can either connect the VCC and ground of the module to external power supply pins, or directly to the power pins on the Arduino board. The signal pin of the relay should be connected to the D2 pin on the Arduino. Since I'm using an LED as an external load, we'll need a power source for it. To do so, we require a VCC, positive voltage, and ground, negative voltage. We get the VCC and ground connections from the component and proceed to connect them. Next, connect the relay module in series with the LED. It's important to note that the relay can be used to control either AC or DC loads, but ensure that the load is connected in series with the relay module. Now that the connection part is complete, we can proceed to the coding section. To access the coding window, press the Alt plus Enter key combination. This will open up the coding interface where we can begin writing the necessary code for our project. As I already make the code for this project, you can access this code from link given in the description below. To import the code, click here, and select the code for upload. Select the code you downloaded from your computer. Start the simulation. If you get the same error, simply delete the empty file named sketch.ino, and then retry starting the simulation. This should help resolve the issue. The display provides various parameters, such as the mode of operation, including on-delay timer mode, off-delay timer mode, and cyclic timer mode. Additionally, it indicates the relay status, which can be either on or off. Furthermore, the display shows the input time provided by the user and the current running timing, all conveniently displayed for easy reference. The timer is equipped with 3 buttons. The first button is the set button, which allows you to set the mode of operation. The second button is used to increment the count or increase the numbers, while the third button is used to decrement the count or decrease the numbers. Additionally, the up and down buttons serve a dual purpose, enabling you to start and stop the timer. The timer allows for time delay settings, ranging from 1 second to 100 hours, which offering great flexibility. Changing the relay mode is as simple as pressing the up and down buttons. When the set button is pressed once more, the selected mode is saved, and we proceed to the next step. In the subsequent part, you can set the seconds from 0 to 60, as well as adjust the minutes and hours accordingly. Once all the settings are saved, you can start the timer by pressing the third button, and to stop the timer, simply use the second button. As here, we mentioned the type A, it represents the on-delay timer mode. As a result, the relay becomes active or switches on after a 10-second interval, which is the input we provide for this specific purpose. Once the designated time has completed, you can easily restart the timer with the same input by simply pressing the third button. This allows for quick and convenient repetition of the timing process without the need to re-enter the input. In the case of type B, it represents the off-delay timer mode. In this mode, the relay is initially activated for a specified duration, and once that time has elapsed, the relay automatically turns off. This functionality allows for seamless control of the relay, ensuring it remains active for the desired period before deactivating itself. In type C, the relay operates in cyclic timer mode, which means that it follows a recurring pattern. In this mode, the relay is initially activated for a specified duration, after which it is automatically deactivated for the same duration. This cycle continues to repeat automatically, allowing the relay to alternate between activation and deactivation at regular intervals, without the need for manual intervention.